Hello comrades, we are back with more Kerbal space program. Last we left, Jeb was here happy sitting on Mun, and he is ready to come home now. He has done all his sciences, and it is time for him to come back before he runs out of snacks. So, the most efficient way to leave Mun and get back to Kerbin is to make a burn over here to jump you out of Mun orbit and go home. First, we must get somewhere over there. So, we double check, we fasten things down, we lift off very gently. We don't need much thrust, changing delta V to get up off Mun, no atmosphere. And as before, I said we're very heavy on fuel still. Got here much more efficiently than I had originally anticipated. So, once you're up a little bit, you turn just point at the horizon, 90-degree heading, and throttle up. We want to bring our epilepsis around to where I showed you before. About from here, quarter way around the moon. 45-degree, 50-degree off center from Kerbin. It does not take very much once you get going. All of this takes you roughly 600 meters per second. We may have burned about 200 to 300 getting just to there. Make some tweaks, but yeah, about here is good place to make jump from Mun back to Kerbin. Transfer. We make transfer burn. So we just like going from Kerbin to Mun. You want to come almost off the horizon. You see here we plan our burn that's more than orbit. You zoom out, throw a little bit more, and in one burn you can go from Mun suborbital to return trajectory to Kerbin. Without very much difficulty. 300 some odd delta V, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And the beautiful Kerbin rise there with the enhanced clouds mode. Very nice mod, very pretty. Can't play game without it very much. It just everything seems so naked without the clouds. We start to make our burn. Ditch the excess. Okay, now we must pay much closer attention as I have deadly re-entry installed on these. We want to make our periapsis with Kerbin about 20 kilometers. You come in too low, too fast, you burn up, explode. You come in too soft, you actually might come back and be orbiting for a while. I don't have life support installed, but it's fun to pretend that maybe Jeb be out here too long, he not quite come home. But it's a lot less thrust now that we get rid of what I had intended to be transfer drivers. Ended up being landing and descent drivers. Not too bad. Best to have too much fuel than too little. There it is. Is good return trajectory, yes? Now? Not much fuel burned at all. We wait. Trip home not taking very long at all. Do it all in one fell swoop, no need for parking orbit. No need for sightseeing. This trip is all business. Get to Mun, get home. Leaving Mun, sometimes gravity pull you. Must double check your periapsis. As we get closer, it's a good idea to watch time acceleration. It is possible to just shoot right through atmosphere without too much slowing down. No physics above in time acceleration. Okay. Alright, Jeb, it's time for you to come home. We should probably point this around to retrograde. And now we can just speed him up just a little bit to get him home. And while we have all this fuel, we may as well use some of it to just slow us down a little bit. You know, can't hurt coming in a little lighter. And turns out this is one tough engine. Oh. Yes, get rid of those. They have no heat shield. Engines need a good heat shield. I have heat shields on the science experiments. And keep them safe for just this very thing. Oh, he coming so hot. Look at that. Temperature still shows okay. So, as long as it's not going to explode, we're going to leave it here. I'm not sure I have enough parachutes. Lucky for Jeb, he got any parachutes at all. If old Soviet spacecraft, we would just get him lower into the atmosphere, and then he would pull ejection lever, shoot him out, and he could have his own parachute. In Russia, we did not have too many oceans. We were conveniently near. So, we just aimed for Mother Russia, which is a big, huge chunk of land. So yes, cosmonauts would eject when they were low, and hopefully not die. Not all of them landed where we wanted them to, but it was... we did not sink any capsules, unlike silly capitalists. Just shoots out. It looks like this will be a splashdown. So we'll hold that motor for a little while longer. It helps him slow down before those chutes hit full deploy. It's best not to be in time warp when you get to chutes full deploy. Things tend to tear off and explode in physics acceleration. Yeah. Oof. Beautiful jab. I guess we don't need that crew report. And as much fun as it is watching Fasu sail slowly back to Kerbal, we will just get a little lower, and now we wait for splashdown. Welcome home, Jed. First cosmonaut on the moon. It never hurts to take a little extra science when you get home. You never know if you've not visited that biome or not, and is a good way to cover most of Kerbal's biomes. You just collect it when you collect your spacecraft on the return trip. It's a little cheap, I know. I usually actually pick extra science bay and goo just for this kind of thing. I hope you have liked. Hit like, hit subscribe. Where should we go next? I wonder.